Okay.
Because of your interest, I now have got to see my supervisor.
He has permission from the council at the service centre to fly over the... You're going to need permission to fly over private property like this.
If you're flying a drone and you're doing things like you're doing, then you need a drone licence. So do you have a drone licence?
No.
No. So therefore, you're not actually allowed to do what you're doing.
Got some stuff there, ain't you?
Right.
Got some stuff there, ain't you? Jesus. You work here? Well, I don't know if it was a visitor or a contractor or... Do you know what I mean? So what is it? What is it? The...
Industrial chimneys.
Industrial chimneys for like, what, big bakeries and...
No, like refineries and things like that.
Refineries?
Yeah.
So even bigger?
Yeah, huge. Yeah.
Huge. Flipping heck. The ones with little sparks on top of flames.
Yeah, some of them, yeah.
That's what I've seen now. No, it's mad, like. Mad, isn't it?
Yeah. We're doing all right.
I thought you'd be doing it in much, like, considering how big they are, I thought you'd be doing it in a bigger place. Is this just like...
Well, they build them in sections.
Build them in sections and then...
put them up on site.
On site, yeah. That makes more sense, doesn't it? Lovely.
Very interesting.
Very interesting indeed. Is it just them you do then? Or...
Yeah, just them.
Just them. Right. What's that contraption?
Golf buggy. Well, it's part of a golf buggy.
Part of a golf buggy that you've...
Put together.
HR?
I like it, I do like it. Alright mate, I like it.
What, fucking golf buggy?
Yeah man, just make it into whatever the bloody hell you like, innit? Yeah. Do you know what?
It was no, what was a bike once for going down fucking promenade to get to work on.
You could take that idea, you could use it in here to move fucking pipes around, couldn't you?
Don't fucking tell him that.
Be lazy and then move some pipes around. Damn.
Crazy.
Absolutely mental.
Doing a YouTube video.
Yeah.
What, on the area or?
The whole area, yeah mate.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And obviously something like this we don't see every day. So, it's one of them, man.
I'll let you have a look round.
Huh?
I'll let you have a look round.
Yeah? Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Even better. Let's go.
This one's going to a whiskey brewers in Scotland.
A whiskey brewers in Scotland, yeah? Nice.
That's the base of it, that's the top of it. And that one is going to somewhere outside just near London.
On the outskirts of London. Wow. Mental. Look at that.
Crazy.
That's been freshly welded as well, you can smell it.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a giant drill.
Look at him drilling away. I bet when his wife asks him at night, I'm sick of drilling, love. Mental. Look at that.
What's your channel called?
Huh?
What's your channel?
Ryan Rampage, I'll give you a keyring in a minute.
You're
you
right,
can-
I'll keyring.
Yeah,
All right.
keyring. You scan the QR code on it and it'll bring you straight to my channel. Amazing. Wow. Well, that was very intriguing, mate. Thank you very much for that. And obviously for you, it's like same shit, different day. But for us, it's like,
yeah, of course it
wow.
is, yeah. Industrial, still doing things in this country, you know.
Yeah,
industrial
yeah.
stuff.
It's hard to come by in this country because it's all been outsourced and outshipped.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's my key ring.
Oh, brilliant.
That's the channel logo.
Cheers, buddy.
And then on that side, you just scan it with your phone.
Oh, I
and
will do.
bring up
Nice one.
YouTube, and
All right,
that's
guys.
my channel. Thank you very much. And have a wonderful day, won't you, sir?
And you, buddy.
Cheers, mate. See you later.
You all right?
Well, there we are, guys. Something you definitely don't see every day. You don't see us getting invited in and toured round places, do you? I mean, I tried getting a tour on the last video where he was sort of sub-pressuring us to get ate by his shredder in 30 seconds. I was trying to get into that one, but yeah, he literally invited us in and had a look around. Awesome. Is there anything you guys spotted that he didn't mention? I know I spotted the anvil, but yeah, guys, absolutely brilliant. I couldn't ask for nicer people. Just their job, and they're like, yeah, come and have a look, guys, come and have a look. Awesome. So let's get on to the next one, guys. Peace. Yes, guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're at Weir Municipal Depot. There's the address right there. And look at the size of this site, massive site. You see quite a few bits from the ground, like their water supply, etc. there. Water supply in a bin. You can see a little bit from down here. Look at all them bins. Look at all them bins, guys. Mental. And council wagons and the depot. There's something going on at the back that I really want to take a look at. So we need to get the drone out for that one. You're right.
Taking photographs.
Yeah, of all the site.
Sorry?
Yeah, of all the site. Sorry, you just finished work?
Yeah, just about.
Just about. I'm just saying there's nothing.
That was the one that was hanging out the window.
Oh right, okay. I just pointed you out to them, so yeah.
Right.
I'm just taking, well, not taking photographs, making a video.
Okay, that's
Making
fine.
a video about the site.
Right.
And obviously, I don't think you've got a public reception, have you?
Sorry?
You've not got a public reception, have you?
One
One where I can go on and speak to somebody.
Do you want to speak with someone?
Not really, no. Because I'm just staying outside.
Ah, right, okay.
And what I'm doing is just doing like a bit of groundwork with the camera, and then in a couple minutes or so,
Yeah.
normally what I do is I get the drone out,
Yeah.
and it's got a little camera on it,
Yeah.
and what I do is I take that over the site and I have a look at things that I can't see from out here.
Okay, so why would you want to do that?
It's a council site, isn't it? So
And?
that's what I'm interested in, the council site.
Right, so this gets interesting now.
Okay.
Because of your interest, I now have got to see my supervisor
Right.
in case something funny goes on. So I need to involve my supervisor now.
You can do whatever you feel comfortable with doing. That's absolutely fine. I'm not
Okay.
worried.
Right. It's
If
okay.
if you want, I can wait for the supervisors to come out and speak to me if they want to speak to
Yeah,
me.
I'll come and get him
before I take my drone
and get
up.
him to come and talk to you, and you know,
Yeah.
we'll
What's
take
the
it.
purpose of film? Why are you interested in
Do you wanna-
Just to make a video about the council site. It's paid for by obviously taxpayers, council payers, council taxpayers, and people want to see what's going on. So we show that.
He's worked with them for nearly 20 years, so
And he's never come across this, I'm guessing.
that's why I've sort of
Yeah.
said to him about it, because at the end of the day, it's like you say, it's council property.
Yeah. There could, like I say, there could be a risk, but if I was to come and want to like do some harm or robbery or some sort in this yard, I'm not going to exactly stand there and talk to him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I can understand where you're
Yeah.
coming from, but I can also understand
Yeah, I can understand it.
because it is council property, and the fact that if it's been put onto, like, say, social media,
Yeah,
people are going to see it.
it is going on social media.
Yeah, that's why you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
But the thing is, with it being council property, it is public property at that point.
Oh yeah.
I understand that it's a working yard and that's why I'm not going in, but with it being a council property, it is public property. So anything that's council land is deemed public land.
Yeah.
So that's where the law gets a bit tetchy, and that's where we get to the situation where we walk up to the gates, we'll video from the outside because we know it's an active yard. We're not stupid. We'll do it properly.
Yeah. That's
We'll
why
speak
you've got
to-
to go
yeah.
to the supervisor.
And we'll speak to people that we need to speak to. If there was a big massive sign saying reception this way,
Then you would have gone there.
with like a walkway guided, and not just all visitors must report to reception, because when it says that all visitors must report to reception, it means I'm a visitor that wants to come on site.
Yeah.
And I don't want to come on site.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
To be honest, I've actually gone on there, in there before myself, and I've been collared because I've got a high vis on.
Yeah. So that's why we don't.
They turned around and said to me,
Yeah.
"You're waiting for somebody?" I said, "Yeah, I'm waiting for my boyfriend to unlock the car so I can get in the car."
Yeah, that's commonly what we get. You've not got high vis on, you've just walked straight on. So we tend not to bother anymore.
Yeah.
If we see somebody that wants to speak to us, we'll speak to them like we have. But we tend not to go on anymore, because that's when things escalate to a situation they don't need to be at. Whereas if we stay outside and just carry on what we
they
do.
didn't say too much about it because they know I was waiting for him, because a lot of them know me now. Anyway.
Yeah.
They know me by sight. They don't know my name, but they know me by sight, and they know that I'm with him. So.
Yeah.
I've been with him for 2 years.
Yeah.
I've just spoken to him.
Yeah.
He knows. That's it. I don't think he'll be coming out, but
Is there any problems with it being the drone over the site?
well, that's the state. I don't know.
Yeah,
So-
but that's what you was meant to have asked him.
Well, I did.
He doesn't seem to have said anything then.
Right, come on, let's go.
Where is your car anyway?
It's over there.
Okay.
Parked away. Sorry, let me move that out your way.
All right. See you later.
See you later.
Oh, mate, what?
You alright?
What are we up to? Oh, good.
Just video in sight.
This one?
Yeah. They are a lot nicer around here. A lot better attitude with people, and he genuinely didn't know. He's been working here for this many years. He's not come across this situation.
To understand that,
Yeah,
what's going on.
obviously we understand that people need to inform people, especially when they're unsure about what's going on. You know, and you know, stuff like that. So people have got to always inform somebody.
But they actually give you the chance to speak
Yeah.
and explain what you're doing,
Rather than try and shut it down.
like that.
So
Anyway, if you want to see the drone footage, go over to Flying Rampage.
so what we've got these lot are informed. They know what's happening outside.
Home point
They
updated.
may be happy, they may be unhappy about it, I'm not sure. These guys didn't have a clue. They just asked reasonable questions, did not shout, did not try and impose on the photographer, me, outside, what I can and can't do. They was worried that I might not be able to do it. They was worried about certain situations, but they didn't try and impose anything on top of me. So, I think we may have a supervisor coming out at the moment. You right? Yeah, I'm alright. Are you one of the supervisors?
I'm one of the managers, yeah.
One of the managers?
He has permission from the council at the service centre to fly over the... You're going to need permission to fly over private property like this.
No, I don't need permission.
Well, have you asked permission to fly over it? That's my question.
No.
Right, so you need to go and ask at the civic centre or email them.
Why would I need to ask them permission to fly?
So that's my understanding. So I'm just coming out and I'm letting you know. If you want to do it, mate, I'm just telling you.
No, I'm just trying to understand where you've got this information from.
We've had people before come in and wanting to do it without asking permission.
Yes.
And we've always said that you need to go to the civic centre and ask at the civic centre for permission. I'm not getting into it with you.
No, I'm not.
I don't know the rules. I'm just saying to you.
No, I'm not trying to have an argument. I just want to have this conversation. So
Where do you work?
Where do I work?
Yeah.
I'm working right now.
Right. Okay, that's fine.
No. Let's just have a conversation.
I've had the conversation.
No, because I'm not arguing with you. I just want you to be.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm saying to you,
I don't know the rules.
Yeah, so I'm asking you to go to the civic centre and ask him for permission to fly over our yard.
Before we get to civic centre, right? You don't know the rules. Do you want me to tell you the rules?
I don't want the rules.
I can show you the rules.
I don't want the rules. I don't want anything about it. If you want to come and have a walk around the yard, I'll show you around the yard. You've got to wear a high-vis vest. We don't have people coming into the yard who are not members of the public, because we've got vehicles coming in and out all the time. It's a high-risk yard. You need to do your research on the waste management authorities and the systems that are in place to keep people safe. So we ask people not to come into the yard.
Right, okay, I won't come into the yard.
So I'm saying to you,
what I will do is I will
fly your drone. If you want to fly the drone, then you need to go to the civic centre and ask for permission.
I don't need to go to the civic centre. The council don't own the airspace. I can fly in the airspace. I can show you it all.
I'm not bothered.
Look, let me just show you. I'm not trying to argue with you. I just want to show you. So then you're more educated on the matter. So then if any other situation happens like this, you know exactly how to deal with it.
Don't stand in the road.
Please, I've been crossing the road for 27 years. Would you just understand that?
No, mate.
The council do not hold.
With you. I don't
the council
care.
do not own the airspace.
You're right.
Yeah.
Smashing. I don't care.
His camera's running. My camera's running.
That's smashing.
Look.
Enjoy
it's
it.
a kite flying site. See, you're not willing to learn, are you, sir?
No, I don't need to learn.
You do need to learn. I don't. It's perfectly legal what I'm doing, sir. You need to understand and you need to learn the law next time.
I'm not gonna lie, he definitely just googled.
He googled something, come up with a load of bull.
Oh, come out to you.
And come out to me.
Because did you notice he was reading something off his phone?
Yeah.
Speaking to you.
He was reading some off his phone when he started speaking. But anyways, guys, we've got the drone up in the air right now. I'm going to start recording on drone in 3, 2, 1. And up and away. So here we are, guys. Get some nice height to it so we can keep an eye on the drone the entire time. We'll take some steps back. There we go, 40 meters. Let's have a look at the yard then, shall we? And this is, I think this is what I was worried about at the back here. A sort of separated, segregated junk areas. And lots of rubber there. rubber tyres. All those bins, look. Even got some tractors. In there, look at that. Just below us are, what are these then? Anybody know what these are? So let's do the highway maybe? Let me know in the comments if you know, guys. Some more fleet vehicles. Stacks of bins. Obviously every council seems to be different. Even if it's right next door to another council, every council seems to be different on what colour bins does what. So they're the three colours. You've got black, blue, green and red in this council. And a bit of car parking, etc. Yeah, that's it from the sky. Let's bring the drone back, and I think at the same time we may have somebody coming out to speak to us. You're right. So I can see all of the yard.
Landing.
1 second. Sorry, what?
Why do you need to see the whole of the yard?
Just because I'm interested in it.
Right, okay.
That's simply it. It's council property, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So council funded by the locals, and people want to see what's going on in their local council.
But how do I know that you're not doing it to see what we've got so you can give it to people to come back and sort of rob from us?
Well, you don't,
Exactly.
unfortunately.
So
You've just got to trust
it would
the
have been
fact
nice
that...
if you'd have just come in and sort of let
No,
us
'cause-
know what you were doing.
See, this is sort of the conversation I had with one of your staff members out here when we first started, where it says like visitors must report to reception. Okay, that
If you're flying a drone and you're doing things like you're doing, then you need a drone license. So do you have a drone license?
No.
No. So therefore, you're not actually allowed to do what you're doing.
you know, there's no such thing as a drone license.
There is a drone license.
It's not.
You need it's
It's an operator's ID.
License.
It's a flyer's ID. There's no such thing as a license.
And you've got to be within so many meters of people and properties.
Should we read it together?
I'm sure you're already prepared. Look, all I'm just saying is
No, no, no,
it'd be
so-
nice
so the
for you
bit-
to come in and sort of
The
let
bit
us
you've
know
read,
what
it's
you're doing.
a little bit confusing sometimes, right? I understand it. Because the first bit that they say on the CAA website is drones will need to be kept 150 metres away from this, or 50 metres away from this, rah, rah, rah. Then just underneath that, there's a separate paragraph. And if you go, this is on the CAA website, where it says you're meant to keep so far away from buildings, etc. Just underneath that, it says not for model drones that are under 250 grams. Now this drone itself is a Mini 2, and where's the marking on it? And it is ultralight 249 gram drone.
Right, explain that.
So where it does say that on the actual website, you might have been reading a clip off Google where it brings up the AI message. Just be careful when you do that, because it only brings up so much. If you go on the actual CAA website, it'll tell you that yes, most drones, this rule, and just underneath it says, except from if they're below 250 grams, which this one is. So that I can fly this pretty much anywhere as long as I'm being safe with it.
Okay, that's fine then. But like I say, I would have appreciated it if you'd have come in and just let us know what you were doing. We've got nothing to hide. I'm more than happy to give you a tour of the site if you'd like to see that. But what I don't want is the footage from my site being put out into the general public so that anybody can come and look and assess my site to see if there are any sort of areas where you think, oh, well, what have they got? What equipment have they got there? Well, what equipment have they got there? And I would really appreciate it if you'd actually ask me, please, before you started filming me.
Don't even have to come on.
This is constantly recording.
Right.
Always has been since the moment I turned up on site today. Turned up outside site today, should I say. And this will be going on to all social medias. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything.
Can I ask what your social media pages are for me to sort of have a look at it when it goes on?
No, because you see the problem is, because you don't want the video out there, and this is kind of like a little bit of work for myself. This is me working right now. So I generate money from this. Which if you read on drones as well, you need insurance for, which I have actually got commercial insurance. So just in case you read that later and gone, oh no, he's not got commercial insurance, I have. So if it did crash or anything, I'm covered. We're both sorted. But what was I saying about the social media? So if I give you my social media, you can go online, you can complain and try and get the video removed. Then that caused me a load of hassle, you see. You will find the video eventually, but that'll be after the gap where I've already earned my few quid off of it. And if you complain after that and the video gets taken down, then I've already earned a little bit of money off of it, so that's what I get paid from it. So
right, well, like I say, I've just come to see what you were doing, and I just would have liked to, been appreciative if you'd have just come in and let us know what.
See, the situation with that is, all visitors must report to reception. I'm not a visitor that wants to come onto site. I want to stay outside, do my video from outside, and be gone. Okay, I was explaining to one of your members of staff as well, and we were speaking about how we were speaking to their partner, how they came on site without a high vis and got told off. So
yeah,
we've
not
a
high vis site. We're a busy site.
We've not got high vises, so we didn't want to come onto reception, come onto site to go to reception without a high vis. You see.
But if you stick to the footpath, you're okay.
But again, if we'd done that and came on site and started recording, which we record everything we do, we come on site, start recording, again, you're going to have a problem with that. So it's sort of why we just try and stay out of the way, do our video recording, and be on his way.
Okay, well, you've answered my question. All I wanted to know is what you were recording for. So you're putting it onto social media. So we've got nothing to hide, but like I say, it would have been nice for you to come and sort of just let us know what you were doing. So
it's just the awkwardness of it. You know what I mean? Coming up. I can understand. That's why I've told you.
We've had people come on site. We've had things stolen in the past. We had somebody on only a couple of weeks ago trying to steal a piece of plant while we had staff in the yard. So as you can appreciate, we're just a little bit concerned about people flying stuff around.
That's why we've told you what we've told you.
Okay.
I mean, legally speaking, as the law goes, we don't have to say anything. I could have stayed here quiet. I could have just carried on what I was doing and just ignored you.
Yeah.
But you'd be silly not to come out and ask me what I was doing, basically, with a site like this. So I understand completely, and that's why I've told you.
All right.
That's literally
okay.
it.
Well, now if I get asked by anybody in there,
you know exactly what's going on, yeah.
All right.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. See you later. So, guys, that was the council round here. Wyre Council. Is it Wyre? How would you pronounce that? Wyre? Not sure. But that was the site, guys, all in one. And Toby doesn't know how to put this on. You done the rest of it, but didn't put that on. It was in the top of my bag. Anyway, that was this council site, guys. And just after that conversation, we have got a few members of staff over there having a good nose at what we're doing just out here. Having a good look and chinwag. But there we are, guys. That's this site in a hole. What else can I say about it? Well, it was clean, it was tidy. One bloke thought I had to get permission from the council, civic houses, and I had to email them and stuff. No, I don't. And this lady come out and wanted to ask questions, and she did say that I was breaking the law by flying so close to buildings, but obviously once I explained what grammage the drone was, etc., she seemed to understand. She didn't go down that route saying you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. She thought I shouldn't be. She asked the question. She's got now more educated on the matter, and she understands it, and she's took it on well. And now every day's a learning curve for everyone. And I don't mean education in a bad way, but some people do take it as a negative thing. No, education is good. If you learn every single day, you are much more knowledgeable every single day, and that is just how the world works. So guys, I'm going to wrap this one up here. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and let me know down in the comments what you thought of today's video, what you actually think of today's video. And whilst I'm currently just outroing this,
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Because
Please,
I'm so
Lord,
far
give
away
me
from
a
home,
sign.
I'm going to leave a keyring. I don't do this on every video. I'm not copying DJ. It's just a few people have found a few of my keyrings before. Just there, guys. And they says, Ryan commented down below, thanks for the keyring, dude. So if you are round here, you are local from here, and you do see this video, come and grab yourself a keyring. But that's the end of that one, guys. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.